Siri, please Google 77.4 kilograms to pounds. It's not the lad. It's not the lad I wanted. How about an underwhelming lawnmower? Yep, 170. Somewhere in there. 77's pretty light for your height. Not according to the Canadian chart of BMIs that says I am normal weight, but if I have 8 blackberries for a snack, I will be mildly overweight. The Canadian chart is not correct? Okay, what chart are you going to recommend then? Because, like, we're probably, like, the 4th fattest country in the world, to be honest. I'm not trying to, like, make anybody feel bad about that. I've contributed to it on both sides of the coin, but... I think if you pull out, like, the Japan BMI chart, it's not going to be any more flattering for me. Looking nice, thick, tight. Make sure to keep us posted with progress pics. Great motivation. What's the copy pasta? Is so good. Okay, how about this? I'm not a trumpet or a dodo guy. Women are my favorite guy. So true. You know the video's good because it's been popular for like a week and there's no like backlash on it yet. Like no insanely popular unemployed tweeter with like 400,000 Twitter followers has been like, is anyone else sick of seeing this video yet? The video, listen, I understand the second reason that a lot of people like this video, but just on merits alone, the video of the cop eating shit on the Boston slide is so good, man. Like 3 or 4 times a year, a perfect video comes out, and that is one of them. The way they're filming the slide, and you just hear like an increasingly loud metallic rattle coming down the slide, and then they start laughing. And when he pops out of the slide, he's upside down on his stomach, and he shoots out like completely, like he has no control of his body, and he goes up and does a 50-50 grind on the rail, and then comes back on the slide and like spins 90 degrees to the side, and then like scrapes his face on it and lands on the ground, and then gets up going, fuck. It's crazy. Like, I really don't understand why he's coming out so fast. I go down the slide, like with my daughter, or sometimes my daughter will be like, you go down first. You can use your legs to kind of like slow yourself down. You can use your hands to slow yourself down. Like, you don't just have to eat the physics. Like, the slide is made for children who weigh like, you know, 1/4 of what an adult weighs, maybe less than a quarter. Like, they get a lot less force coming down the tube, but it's a beautiful video. Like, it's an all-timer for sure. I don't know what we're doing here, but this can't be that bad. It looks pretty good to me. What does a puppy give you for toys? I'll take a free lasagne. Why not? He comes out so fast. It's just crazy. I mean, I guess like I'm kind of a slide connoisseur or whatever, but because I've been going down them for a couple years now. But they really, yeah, they turn him into like a missile. I don't know what happens. Like, how did he must have gone down backwards on his belly. That's the first thing. Because there's no way in that tiny tube he was getting, I could see him getting flipped along the dorsal axis. He could have started on his back and ended up on his belly. But there's no way he started... Well, now that I think about it, that doesn't make sense. There's no way he started head first. That's what I'm trying to say. But he didn't come out head first either. He did... Someone said he came out like a prize from a gotcha machine, and that one got me really good. It's just a funny video, man. You know what would be crazy? Oh no, we should wait for this food to pop. So here's what I'm thinking. Give me this. We don't really run level 3 ferrets, so this is an aberration. I think it's a little late for Castaway. I think I just toss you down here and pray. And you should go here. The foreshortening of the camera on the first angle is real. You should look at the second angle. The slide is long as frick. Oh, I bought it to get it. I didn't wait for the lasagna. Oh. I used to work at Rackspace, and they had a slide in the middle of the workplace. Yes, many adults broke bones over the years. I believe that. Like, I've gotten myself bruised a little bit on slides that kids go down no problem. It's just like it's a math equation, right? It's the same way I always talk about with skiing. Like, if I go skiing or snowboarding and I fall over, like, I'm fucked for the whole day. When I was a kid, I could fall down and like tumble 15 times, like a Super Dave accident or something like that, and just get up and be like, where's my pole? I forgot about that. The one with the dude in that, the Milwaukee Brewers Stadium who goes down like the world's smallest slide and breaks his ulna and like 7 ribs, even though it's for kids. It's crazy, man. Slides can be dangerous for adults. There's no doubt about that. I'm still taking tennis ball. I mean, this is a weird one. If we're gonna pot commit to this one, here's how I think it's gotta look. I think we need a strawberry as soon as possible. I mean, this is not like we're deep in hopium tier. This does nothing yet, but strawberry, buff your ferret because you're stuck with it, and then maybe try to run like some kind of chameleon toy build. This is one of the rare chances we're gonna have for this badge, man. Oh! Hey, Deli Cero. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you. It's going to be so funny when Librarian splices this clip. It's funny now, okay? But it will be funnier with context on the screen. I'm sure. Listen, okay? I'm not taking offense to it. I watch edited meme compilations too. I understand. Hang on. We also have no chance of winning this one. So, like, prepare yourself for that. Wait a minute. We might... No, we're probably going to lose this one, too. Yeah. Librarian is my favorite NL channel. Yeah, well, women are my favorite guy, so you don't hear me complaining about it. Pill? A pill, please. I need a toy at some point. No, well, really? You can get garlic, or you can get something else. We have to take a chance on this one. I think it's a sell. This is insanity. Sell, lemur, garlic. The radio's not going to move the needle too much right now. You're at least going to get garlic. I'd really like to not lose this one. You can't get me with the room 40 again, okay? I got by it once. I'm embarrassed enough as is. It won't happen again. Well, kind of got smoked on that one. It's got... You're gonna think I'm joking. There is a chance here. It's not a good chance, but there's a chance. I think we learned that it's all about Gariel, man. Give me a Gariel foam sword, and then we want like a level up into a tiger or something, if that's even possible. We're all gonna die, just so you know. Wait a minute, they're also running foam sword. Okay, but then they got another foam sword. My whole squad is dead? No! No! That's okay. We tried. This goes insane if we get ferret. Oh. Oh, no, no, no. You know what? That might be able to get us a draw, at least. How about an orange lollygag? What's a lollygag? Is someone who slows you down? Is that true? Wait, we have a ferret. What am I doing? Sell you? You stink? We're not even running the strawberry, which is worthless, but I'm telling you, after the mistake that I made, this is the right way to get out of here. Yeah, I know. Playground equipment, you'd be surprised, or maybe you wouldn't. But like, as a connoisseur of Vancouver playgrounds, I'm stunned that like, I mean, kids break bones now and then. Like I say, the average kid from 0 to 18 probably breaks a bone. I never broke a bone, but like I had friends who broke. It was not rare for like, you know, you play at the playground with your friend on Monday, and then he comes back to school on Tuesday with like a cast on his arm, and you're like, what happened? And he's like, I lost in StarCraft, so I smashed my forearm on my office chair and broke it. It happens all like kids do be breaking their bones. All right, but that being said, with the way playgrounds are built, I'm surprised. You know what's interesting to think of? I wonder if more kids or adults break bones on the playground, just in terms of quantity. Because way more kids play on the playground, but I think adults that play on the playground are way more likely to break something due to the fact that they weigh more and are less coordinated because they don't do it very often. A lot of the adults will be inebriated. As a kid, if you fall like 2 feet on your back, you'll get the wind knocked out of you. But as an adult, you may never like walk the same ever again. Also, I mean, you probably could have figured this out for yourself, but it should go without saying, not all playgrounds are created equal. Some playgrounds, and I'm sure this is true with like any city on the planet, but in Vancouver, some of the playgrounds built in like, you know, the mid-2000s, they have like that recycled tire floor. So if you fall down on it, you basically just trampoline like right back up without having a destructive impact. But then if you go to one that was built in like the 1960s, it's like gravel. It's just straight up like broken pieces of rock. Is probably better than falling directly on top of like, you know, concrete, but it can't be that much better. I would like a toy, please. I would like a toy. Well, you stink. Why don't you come out here? And then why don't you give me a toy? I would sell 2 things for it. Okay, you know what? I said I would do it. I'm going to do it. I'm selling you. I'm selling you. I'm buying you, and I'm taking another tennis ball for the +4 and +5. That's 9 health we're getting out of that. We take those. In this house, we make bad trades. Ooh. these? I have so many memories of pulling wood chips out of my shin. Well, you know what's like crazy for me to think about is how I played like 10 years of baseball and well, softball, but my home field was fucking gravel. Like, again, I understand that it could be worse. Like, it could have literally been like magma or something like that. But they had gravel infields, and they were like, oh yeah, if you need to beat the throw to second, just do like a headfirst slide. You're wearing long pants, but at the same time, you would get up on second and like dust yourself off and then pick rocks out of your shins. You were the gravel team? We were the gravel team. We were the mishmash team for sure. The rural Ontario advantage. You're going to get pilled at some point, but it's not yet, probably. I would roll you. Not interested in you. Not interested in you. They should really make baseball fields out of ice. No, they fucking shouldn't, because you would like, I don't even know what injury you would get, but you would get horrible injuries. First off, ice is hard to fall on. If you've ever fallen down while like skating or something like that, your knees are getting bruised, okay? Secondly, in baseball, you need to stop. It's really easy to stop. Well, I shouldn't say really easy. It's fairly easy to stop when you're like running on dirt. It's impossible to stop if you're running on ice. Not to mention, can you imagine how hard it would be to hit a single? Because right now, as soon as the ball and the bat make contact, you're sprinting towards first. But do you know how long it would take you to get up to speed if you had to start from a dead stop on slick ice? It might take you like 30 seconds just to run to first base. I disagree with your take. Sorry. I said good day, sir. Imagine trying to swing a bat on ice. I didn't even talk about that. I mean, that by itself would be, I feel like that's a good way to like tear a hip abductor or something like that. Here's an interesting setup, wouldn't you suggest? You could play on skates. That's true. It's pretty funny that hockey's like one of the only games played on skates. I mean, like figure skating, yes. Figure skating isn't a game though, it's a way of life. You had a frickin', it didn't matter, okay. I think that this is still gonna be the best idea. We got lots of life in us. You know what? Let's take stats while we're here. No pill. We'd really like to see a toy. This is going to make that tough. Let's take our level anyway. You are not a toy generator, unfortunately. And nor are you. So we'll just kind of eat shit on this one. Cost of doing business. Are you more of a volume shooter or a straight-up sniper? Please tell me this is like a basketball thing, and it's not related to like the volume of my ejaculate or something like that? Or the precision of my ejaculate? Could be either. What's a volume shooter? I mean, I can derive for myself what it could be, of course. Wow, that's not even like that good, but still, it's pretty nice to see, I suppose. Now, your ass needs to get pilled so that I can get the Velociraptor out here, and then we got something going on. Maybe they were referring to poop. I suppose anything's possible on this website. Don't kill me, okay? Like, I'm working really hard here. You didn't kill me. You didn't kill me. I lived. Can I tell you last night? So I gave the baby a bath. She's not really a baby anymore, but it's a hard habit to break. I gave our daughter a bath. I put her to bed. Went downstairs, uploaded today's Super Auto Pets, made the thumbnail, came back upstairs, did the dishes. Last couple of dishes, I heard, which is like, my daughter, sometimes when she wants attention at bedtime, she'll take like a toy and then beat on the bars of her crib. Like ringing a dinner bell. Not an uncommon occurrence. I said, it's okay, she'll pass out pretty soon. Went back downstairs, came back up like 5 minutes later, and I heard, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. So I said, I better go check on that, okay? I walked upstairs. Our daughter had escaped from her crib, and she was just standing in the middle of the hallway going, Daddy, I pooped. Daddy, I pooped. We've been potty training her, and she's been doing like a really good job. We told her, like, if you ever have to poop, then you just say, Mommy, I need to poop, or Daddy, I need to use the potty, or whatever. I think she took the lesson like too literally. So after she pooped, she straight up vaulted out of her crib. But I'm so thankful that she's been using the potty better, man. Holy cow. But now it's like it never stops, right? Because now we got like a new problem, which is that we gotta... This could go crazy. Why am I freezing you? Which is that her crib can no longer hold her. So I gotta like take the wall off the crib so that she can just sleep in the crib, but without the wall on the side, because if she's gonna climb out, it's like the way that cool parents talk about like underage drinking. They're like, I don't mind if they do it. I just want to make sure that they do it in a safe way. Like if she's gonna escape from her crib, I'd rather she didn't have to scale a wall that was like the same height as her in order to do it. So I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do about that. Because once she's free, I don't think she's ever gonna sit down ever again. I think it's gonna be impossible to get her to bed. What a horrible selection of animals I've created for myself here. You got no toy? Yeah, but I got double coconuts though. Holy cow, it doesn't matter. Oh, you tried to steal my coconut. It matters a great deal, young man. Sure. Any toy users? Don't answer that. You're right. It's probably worth at least buying this. Maybe you could break some coconut armor or something with this. It's kind of hard to imagine this getting to 10. I think at some point, you could definitely say, like, your Mosasaurus can eat it. But, like, we're not really, like, a toy build. You couldn't have shot the unit that had the melon armor? It would have done me, like, a real solid. Axolotl could buff the coconuts. My 2 cents this week is that the axolotl is actually like horrendous. I think it's one of those units that's like very easy to make it work in principle, but then in practice, every time you buy it, you like get 0 wins after you grab it. You may take issue with that. Just show me some proof. That's all I ask. Show me your win-loss ratio with the axolotl, okay? Don't just show me, check it out, it can work, I got a 10-piece. Because, you know, even George Mason can win March Madness from time to time. Oops, I won. They didn't win March Madness? No, they didn't win the championship. They won March Madness. You appear to be confused. Strawberry. How do you know about George Mason? Maybe George Mason. That was a joke. Haha, fat chance. Anyway, this cake is great. It's so delicious and moist. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. How to find a nerd at a party? Oh, I don't have anyone to talk to. Oh, I wish there was a way I could find all the nerds. This cake is so good. The cake is a lie. Anyway. You give everybody a tutu. You give everybody coconut armor. I mean, this is... Everybody doesn't need coconut armor, but I guess we could give everybody coconut armor, especially if we roll a strawberry here. Whoo! Now, check out this old song, and you can't give it... I've lost one coconut armor out of that motherfucking piece of shit. Should have put it on the mongoose. Holy cow, what a lad. Oh! It wasn't a Muttley reference, okay? It's a reference to in A Christmas Story. When the kid's beaten on the bully finally, and he goes, Chaza, fraza, Chaza, fraza, because they can't swear, because it's a Christmas movie. You know what I mean? Listen, I was also not thrilled with myself to be putting coconut armor on like a 2-2 unit, okay? This is infuriating. Son of a bitch. All right, we got to 8. Hang on, I've got a push notification. Okay, I see. No problem. You know what? Here my most Gen Z trait is I finally started using emoji reacts. I really think that that's something, I don't know if Gen Z invented it, but I'm willing to give them credit for it. Be a naughty fireman. Millennials do that already? Yeah, but we learned it from Gen Z. I know that because I am a millennial, I suppose. My boomer boss does it? Yeah, probably because he has a subscription to Fortune magazine and they did like a think piece on how Gen Z communicates in emojis. Our millennial dev team does it on Slack. Okay, I'm sure like your millennial dev team is talking about Barbenheimer too, but that's also a Gen Z invention. You know, just because millennials also do it doesn't mean that it didn't have like its patient zero in an elder Gen Z, okay? Millennials for sure started it. All right, well, you know what? No banter then. Literally, there was just the preamble to get to the joke. It was probably gonna be one of the best jokes you've ever heard in your entire life, but you don't deserve it because instead you were like, the premise of the joke doesn't make sense. Okay. No wonder every streamer on this website is just becoming a React streamer. Because you get really talented people to make the videos, and then you just go make yourself a damn grilled cheese while it plays in the background and come back and say thanks for the 100 gifted subscriptions. You're right, chat. Your most millennial trait is having an issue with the premise of the joke, without a doubt. Your Gen Z trait is, yes, the joke made me laugh, but simultaneously, You know, did you know that gravel's actually really important for industrial purposes? Who asked, brother? I get you watched a video essay on like all the surprising uses of gravel. I haven't seen that shit yet. I'm a millennial. I watch Netflix, okay? Hey, R. Mater, thanks for the gifted subscription. Thank you. Subscriptions, I should say. Subscriptions. Okay, we're going brain dead cassowary build this time. And take one of these just for the moment. I don't watch anything. What does that make me? I honestly think that's kind of like boomer coded. To think you're superior than entertainment? I think that's boomer coded, personally. Boomers watch TV? Yeah, there's like 4 billion of them. They do they do everything. Some of them do some stuff, some of them don't do other stuff. It's like literally like 60% of the Earth's population right now or something. That's not true. Probably millennials make up a larger proportion, but whatever. There's still a lot of them. Boomers drink water. My most boomer trait is drinking water, I would say. Place me, watch this. This is new tech. Place me, skip me. Don't place me yet, roll once. I'm going to say place me. We might miss out on a level up here, but that's okay. Stop ruining chat's joke premise. Chat's joke premise doesn't make sense to begin with because foundationally it hinges on the idea that chat is funny. So, I mean, we're just starting with something that has no future. Holy cow, it's a lot of plus twos. Here we got 1 plus 3 in there. Funnier than you? Nah, I don't think so, because then I'd be watching you. Well, I wouldn't be watching anything because I'm boomer coded. But if I were to watch something, it would be you. But instead, it's like I stream, and then I go do like, you know, some work and some father and some husband stuff, and then I come back and I watch like a compilation of my own content. So it's like, make it make sense, I guess, is all I'm trying to say. Hey, I think rather than leveling up the ferret, it would be nice to get the cassowary to level 2 so it can scale like crazy. I should have, it worked out, but I should have bought the salad first. If you could ban people from watching your content, would you? No, but if I could ban people from commenting on my content, I would. Wait a minute, I can! Holy cow! You need to go at some point. That's your problem. That's your toxic trait. You know what? I think we got a new setup here for a minute. You're gone because you suck. You're here. You're giving me garlic. Forget about radio and don't even worry about the soap. Give me a salad. No big deal. Don't worry about the moth. You're an interesting lad. Actually, you know what? In this case, just go ahead and buy the garlic. I'm going to appeal you at some point, but it hasn't happened yet. It's been a while since you read your ban appeals. I ban like 2 people a month. So like the ban appeals, typically they're, I mean, I don't farm it for content like most other streamers, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because there's nothing to farm. It's usually just, there's just 2 different kinds that you get. One of them is, I'm an insane person, go die, and then you're like, deny. And then the other one is like, I shouldn't have said that. And you're like, okay, approve. That's it, you know, if you've seen 2 of them, you've seen them all, basically. Oh, yeah. You timed me out for saying your FTL gameplay was hard to watch? Yep. I would do it again, honestly, too. It's clearly not hard to watch because your ass was staying in chat long enough to type out like a 3-sentence long complaint about it. You know, The Zapruder film is hard to watch. A man loses his life in the video. This is just a man playing a video game. You know, you should just relax a little bit, Poindexter. You timed me out just for being funny, Lamau. World's funniest chatter, you can tell because he wrote Lamau at the end of his message. Okay, how about all strawberry friends? How about that? Level 3 mongoose has never been part of a 10-piece. Take this. Take this. Then double up on the garlic. I mean, this is looking pretty slick. Probably take you instead of the lemur next time. Okay. My man's got the guns out today. What are you talking? People are being rude, and then I'm responding with rudeness that's just funnier than their rudeness. And then I'm accused of being rude in the first place. If you want to be rude, at least have like the common sense to make it funnier than the rudeness that I direct back at you. I was just making a joke. I was just making a joke at your expense. But then when you made a joke at my expense and it hurt my feelings, my feelings were hurt, but I didn't think about the fact that my comment probably hurt your feelings in the first place. I had the world's most introspective chatter. An eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. Yeah, but like there's a corollary there. It's like if you poke my eye out, I'm going to poke your fucking eye out. You don't get to be the person poking eyes and then going, and I am just a guy, an eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. An impartial observer can say, hey, don't lose your life to revenge. It's not worth it because the world will be worse as a result. The best revenge is a life well lived, you know? The dude poking the eyeballs doesn't get to say, an eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. You don't understand the idioms. I was teaching idioms to 13-year-old Korean kids. And meanwhile, chat doesn't get it. And they're watching the most erudite streamer on the platform. I blame the education system, quite frankly. Says the man who doesn't understand 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Okay, but I do want to say that I don't understand what that means. Do lambs shake their tail particularly quickly? You had your chance. Yes? All right. Well, then I do understand it. I just think it's silly. They shake it so fast. Siri, can you Google fastest animals by number of tail shakes per second? Oh, that hurt. That one hurt a great deal. They shake it like a Polaroid picture. Millennial response, I love that song. Boomer response, rap is crap. Gen Z response, you know, you're not really supposed to shake Polaroid pictures. I see it all. I'm the Dr. Manhattan of generational jokes. He's got it all figured out. Young millennial, hey yeah is actually really depressing. It's not depressing, it's a bop. Yes, it's about 2 people who are recognizing that their relationship is ending, but it still fucking hits, brother. You want a depressing song. I mean, how about the cover of Hurt by Johnny Cash? Now that's a depressing song. Nobody's going like this during Hurt by Johnny Cash. Just conflicting emotions. I have to think. It should be this and then a good tier 6. That's probably good enough because then you get the strawberry cough and then chocolate on the reroll. An attempt was made. An attempt was made. You need to get to level 3 if we're going to try to get the badge for you. Atomic Bomb versus Strawberry Cough. I know that movie. We're not doing the dulls today, but that movie is Children of Men. Atomic Bomb versus Strawberry Cough versus coughing versus crying baby. I'd really like you to, you know, for now, I'm like, okay, maybe, just, I mean, it's kind of crazy. Give me a salad. It's a little wonky, but the globe was hard today, man. Ferdinand Magellan trying to navigate the Cape of Good Hope be like, the globe was hard today, man. Hey, when did, this is an honest question. When did they find out that the Earth was round? No, when I say they, I mean like, when did the world's smartest person figure out that the Earth is a globe? I'm not asking when like the plurality of the populace figured it out, because then the answer is probably like in the, I don't know, like the 17th century, and then it stopped again sometime around like 2021. There was speculation in ancient Greece. Really? They could tell because of the bend in the shadows? Nobody else is like willing to admit this. There were some smart motherfuckers back in the day, man. My ass definitely never would have thought of that. There still are? Yeah, we're so back, right? Lead apatite isomers are back on the table. Let's go! Let's break some coconut armors if you don't mind. Hey, have I ever gotten a 3-piece, a 10-piece with you? Yes, I have. I've never gotten a 10-piece with you at level 3, but you're probably not going to get to level 3. You're literally, I've only ever bought one of you. Cassowary. Cassowary's never had it either? Holy cow, man. Oh! Hey, NL, why do room temperature superconductors matter? Because people who run big Substack newsletters tell me that they matter. I don't know. Seems important. I mean, you gotta acknowledge that what I just said was like half a joke, but also like, I just sort of like believe scientists, I guess, when the data is reproducible. I need like a scientist to come up with something incredible, and then I need like 20 other reputable scientists to be like, he's right, you know. And then I'm like, oh, I believe it. You can figure out the Earth is not flat by yourself, but to figure out it's a spheroid would be very tough. Honestly, it wouldn't have even dawned on me to question the status quo if I were in ancient Greece, quite frankly. We win these? Holy cow. Librarian, I hope you were watching that one. Like, I would have been in ancient Greece. Probably me and Aristophanes would have been best friends, just because I am also very smart. You unlocked Wild West Town. But I'm sure he would have been like, oh, doth Eros est racking my brain trying to figure out if the Earth is a spheroid. And I'd be like, brother, don't worry about all that stuff, okay? Who's got time for that? The Earth's flat, the Earth's a spheroid, it's a rectangle. Why don't we just head on down to the Fora and buy some garum, play around on our abacuses a little bit, live life, okay? Drink some fortified wine. I don't know what they were doing back then. It's kind of funny to think that in many ways, streaming is like one of the oldest jobs on the planet. Because didn't there used to just be like people that would go into the middle of the forum and they would like stand on a box and be like, hey, come listen to me. King Agamemnon's a fool. King Agamemnon's a fool. Hang on, let me be like a misshaped smartphone. Town Crier? No, 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 not that, because that's like the modern day newspaper, right? Or something. Ooh! Okie dokie. Everyone with the level 3 Kiwi? Nope. I don't think today's going to be the day either, but I guess we should try. What about a court jester? No, I'm just talking about like because a court jester, you got to be like appointed. That's like becoming like an anchor on the news. But like you could just walk into like the fora, right? Guy who just learned what the fora is. I'm going to go to the fora and just stand up and be, oh, I got 0 acolytes at the fora today. I look up to Diogenes. I grew up watching Diogenes. He got me through some hard times. Diogenes, do you have any advice for getting more acolytes? Diogenes, do you think it's helped you gain more acolytes to proselytize from an old wine barrel? Diogenes is like, you're spoiling my focus. I don't know. Time will tell if we're going Kiwi mode on this one. I think maybe we'll regret that, but let's just run it like this for now. I love it when NL's history pilled. I know several figures in history and their names. I know every handout in every town and every lock that ain't locked when no one's around. I just don't see this one working, to be honest with you. Doesn't seem like the right strat. Doesn't seem good. Can't believe we're doing this. Here we go. NL's a modern day Herodotus. Please don't insult me. Maybe this isn't fair. I feel like... Give me a second to cook here. There's probably... Back in the day, if you knew... knowing how to read or write must have been overpowered, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because you could... If you were like one of 4 motherfuckers in Thebes who could write something down... You could change the course of the earth just by writing some shit down that like pushed your values. That's the only thing that's going to survive for like centuries, millennia, etc., etc. Not if nobody could read it. Yeah, but you know, people figured it out, the whole reading thing eventually or whatever. Allegedly. And such as. How about this? Here's an interesting setup for you. I don't think it's early enough for cassowary. Basically, this is like a segue. I think they just made like a lot of that shit up. I don't trust any history. I don't think it ever happened. I think history is the world's first psyop. I don't think that motherfucker was coming back from Troy and a bunch of big-tittied mermaids were like, come play with us, come play with us. And he was like, no, lads, let's tie ourselves to the mast because we can't be seduced by the sign. I just don't see it going down like that, okay? I just don't see it going down like that, quite frankly, because we've seen videos ever. I've seen a video of an alien driving a forklift in Las Vegas. I've never seen a video of a big-titted mermaid being like, come play with us, except in mobile video game ads. This could be crazy. This could be a little bit crazy with it. Oh, sorry, that was so loud. It's the perfect animal, man. You woke up my dog? That's what he gets for sleeping during a Northern Lions stream, okay? Have I ever won with a level 3 dove? I have not. I don't know if this will be the one either, but I think it's worth giving it a shot. Dude, look at that, he's right there. He's right there. You consider giving him a buff in the future. Where would you live if you couldn't live in Vancouver? Thinking like a big old wine barrel in downtown Athens, Greece. Oh, we win these still. Take some of that. Take some of this. I know this is a little bit insane. You should probably move up one. Nah. I like what you'd get done for the squad. There once was a streamer who lived in a shoe. Was this true? Wait a minute, chat, is this true? Did this really happen? Smoked? Smoked. That's a Germa bit? What's a Germa bit? Asking chat if a thing is real? This dude's, he's taking everything. Forget about this. Get out of here. You stink. He lived in a shoe for a little bit? Who lived in a shoe for a little? What are we talking about here? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Germa Shoe House? I didn't watch it. I don't know. I'll tell you, if he lived in a shoe, it'd be a lot easier to do a house flipper. Because, like, oh, I did this wrong. I fucked up. Because it's easier to flip a shoe than it is to flip a house. Ugh? What do you mean, ugh? We got a caveman in the chat now. Dudes will really just be like, ugh. Sans context. I have an idea. I'm building a team. I actually think you have to go. I know this is what I've just done here is madness, and it's doomed us all. But in order to get to 10, I think that this guy needs to level up, which means he needs the next strawberry cough. Please, please. I just need this to work out. I need my saber tooth to spit out something legendary. Never mind, we win these anyway. You need this. I was about to give you a 1-up right after. I guess you could take a 1-up. It's a little insane, but people are very crazy these days. Please, yes, okay, just some buffs on this lad. More. Uh-oh. Stinky socks, bro. Hang on. More. More. Oh, that's a pretty big lad, honestly. We really thought the 1-1 was going to get it. I'm not answering any questions that you have that sound like they could lead into a Ligma, okay? It's as simple as that. You're asking me questions about sock. I think I was born yesterday. Sock sounds like suck. There's no chance, man. Just let me survive for one more round. Just one more lap in the milk and honey bowl. No disrespect, but what is your team? I don't know what it did. How did you make it this far? It's so embarrassing to me that I didn't just get got by, hey NL, have you ever been to Room 40 in Vancouver? But my ass actually Googled Room 40 Vancouver. Like, that's pathetic. I didn't have my guard up. Oh. What these units are just passing away from natural causes? Yeah, shoot my saber tooth. Good idea. Now I got a 12-12 cone snail. Bet you feel silly. What's your opinion on the movie E.T.? I don't know if anybody else has ever thought of this before, but my opinion on E.T., let me tell you, I think he's an affable alien. I just hope that I don't get stuck with his phone bill, because holy cow, eating these nuts, that doesn't even make sense. I'm sorry to tell you that one does not work. Because the movie's not called Eating. The movie's called E.T. See, that you've millennialed it now. You've turned what was a decent joke format into something that's worse while attempting to build on it for your own personal glory. Oh, we're gonna get you. One of these days, we're gonna get you. Ooh, you're gonna get me? No, I'm gonna get you. Look at this. In my opinion, the movie You've Got Mail should have been called You've Got Email. That's just one of those things that I think it's hard to argue against. Because at no point in the film does anybody open a mailbox. They... Recycled bit? Yeah, but it's recycled from me, so I can say it. I'm fucked. Yeah, I'm in a world of hurt. Oh, you got me. You got me, Scrumptious. That's pretty good considering I was trying to build a level 3 Dove team and the only thing that Dove has value during is its own death.